I'm Laura Burton, principal of Laura Burton Interiors, and this is Profiles. So when I was growing up, I was very good at math and science, but I also had a creative element to myself. I love to do drawings. I planned my future house a million times. My dad has all those drawings. And so when I first went off to college, I thought that I wanted to do math, and so I was in engineering. And then very quickly in engineering, I realized it did not have the creative element that I was wanting. I was at the University of Texas through all of this, and I switched into the architecture school shortly after the first semester of engineering. So I really loved architecture school. I loved everything about it. And then when I graduated architecture school, I took a sidestep into high tech. So I was designing semiconductors at Motorola, and it was a similar situation, that it was very engineering focused and didn't feel like there was enough of the creative element for me. So when I retired from there was when I decided to start my interior design firm. I looked at things more architecturally, like more spatially, and like lighting of the space and those types of things. I was always very interested in the hard surfaces. So the nice thing is, once my firm grew, I hired people who are really good at that aspect of things. So I've learned a lot about that through having them as experts on my team. I feel that as a leader and as principal of my company, this has become apparent to me, and then also being on teams, it has become apparent to me that every single person involved brings a skill to the table that, we're all wired so differently, and so I really try to be extra respectful of what unique skill that they're bringing and the value that adds, and just treat everybody really respectfully, and that's really important to me. So I have read several books recently about behaviors and how the built environment dictates behaviors. So when you think about communities and like how much people are together versus apart, and whether they're having like silent, pensive moments versus community moments, and I feel like that architects can really influence that and how they design a space, whether it's a home and a family. I think that those are things that are really important for an architect to understand from their clients, is how do they want to be interacting. Helping people understand what their unique skill is. I mentioned that some people are just really, really good at linear thinking and structure and spreadsheets, and then some people are just highly creative. So knowing what makes you happy, because there's so many opportunities to be involved in this entire industry. And I met a woman the other day who is a builder, and she said that she loves building and executing these plans that someone else has already made. She would never want to make all the decisions, so she has a big respect for the designer who's making these decisions, and what she just really wants to do is put it together in a really solid way. And so I think knowing what makes you happy is really an important thing to get in tune with, and there's usually a place for you somewhere in the process.